This is what SHTF looks like when the power lines are burned in the ground. Really. This is a kangaroo clown show from Obama land. Needs to be locked up in a nut house. Literally, lock this fool up. He's the biggest fucking fool I ever saw. Pardon me, but he shouldn't have even been in the White House. Literally. And this thing, I've already went through every tank of propane and it's been filled. And I have to at least fill the 30-pounder and 150, 40-pounder still. I'm going to the little gas generator I got than this big pile of crap. Really. The heater don't work. I'm running off buddy heaters and electric heaters and a generator. And space heaters. I'm getting sick of this crap. Literally, I paid my rent. You know, you can't have the power lines right in the ground in my house. I've been here 29 years and a half, and you can't. Where'd all the money go to? Oh, it's literally, it's that time. Finally, something works. Oh, by the way, that's the heater that cost $2,500. It don't work. You know, it was a direct short. You know, shit's burned out on their problem, not mine. I'm getting sick of this. Literally, I am. The clown show. You better wake up, dipshit. That's my refrigerator that was leaking water all over from the ice chest. So I threw it outside. I unplugged both fridges, emptied them both out. In that shed there's a refrigerator, freezer, and the power pack for solar. I have solar. Put it this way, it don't work too good. This is a 3,500 watt generator. Really. I made this for the big one. That's my camper. This has solar. I've already had this pre-set up. I was trying this out. This wasn't just a tryout thing. This actually happened. I don't have grid power. Period. They were all laughing at me when I first tried this and showed them all this. Oh, you've got grid. Well, let me explain this to you. I got proof I don't have grid. I have no meter. They took it. See all them dig lines? That's where the new lines are going to go. They don't hit the gas line. Literally, they were here and marked the lines. The gas company did. See that meter box? It's empty. They took it. All the lines from other sites below me, like where the camper is, were on fire. What a day does. This is Friday, the 4th of April. By 11 o'clock, I'm going to show you some pictures, and the power lines are all run to where the poles are going to be to feed them. And Monday or Tuesday, the power company is coming to put in the poles and run the lines and finish the install. And then they're going to have it inspected, and then they're going to put in the meter, and then they're going to connect to my house. Literally that quick. They showed up about 8 a.m. this morning, and it's already dug and in the ground. Really done. Run out in the middle of recording the first thing. I did the next before I did that. Really, this is what I see at 11:35. Really. It's all done. It is. It's literally all done. They literally dug up to where the stuff is. Really. This is how they said to do it. By 11:35, it's all gone. No more people. Woke up today to snow on the ground, and it's supposed to snow tonight a little bit, and then the next night, Wednesday night, it's supposed to go all the way down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Literally, that's what's supposed to be coming. I'll show you some pictures what I woke up to this morning. Really. From the off-grid generator run, 12 volt, 120, no grid to the house yet, Monday night. Some pictures here on the SD card. You guys are going to love this. About 8:30, 9 o'clock, by 9:15, The whole crew is here. The electric company, the other people, the wiring people. They showed up about 8:30 this morning with the old backhoe thing, and guess what? I think they're going to put the power lines in today. No joke, really. What the side of the house looks like, so you guys can see it. This is what it looks like. There's two pictures after this. It's really finished. They did it all. It's waiting for inspection for the meter to be put in. Really. I hire morons. I send them money to get here. They never get here. The car's towed. The tire's flat. The cops arrested me, gave me a ticket. My registration ain't legal. This ain't legal. I sent them pictures and said, you better get here. It's SHTF. I'm living in a camper, slinging gas and propane, and you're playing deadbeat games. Really? Bye. Here's the pictures. Live without power, really. You know, this is how you live off the grid, you know. Literally, when the grid gets fried, you have generators, you know. They run all the time. You got morons playing games. You know, literally, they're morons. Really. You know, the little white car's a pile of garbage. $14,000 piece of shit. You know, the roads are trash. Everything around here is trash. Nobody shows up. You know, one of them deals. Thunderstorms in the middle of the night. Get up, unplug everything. You know, generators. You live in a camper. Camper don't work. They don't care, you know. The insurance company says move out of the camper, move into the house. The house don't work. Heater's blown up. No hot water. You know, generator still runs. You know, like I said, you know, it's the kangaroo clown show. Tax day, you know, they're all running after their taxes, and I'm living like a bum off generators and, you know, $30 in gas every 3 days or 4, you know, plus propane about the same time, 4 days, a 20-pound tank or 2 20-pound tanks, you know. Hey, they don't care. You know, literally they don't. Heck, I can't even go up the bank, it's so slippery. You know, they don't give a shit, you know. Look at the great weather we have, you know. The wind gonna blow your ass over. Storms are coming. What morons we have. Oh, batten down the hatches. Really? All this, and we have morons in charge. I thought Biden was fired. Surviving in a windstorm. Gee, I'm glad I put the solar away. Glad the generators still work. Help! See, you It's raining and carrying on. Yay! Welcome to the lovely world of the morons. Really? It's moron land. March 20th, my life took a real bad turn. Really. It did. Really. It's raining, it's carrying on. The 7th, it's raining, it's pouring. You know, generators are running. Green cars driving away. You know, I don't see no electric company, I don't see no wire people. I mean, it's like living in hell. 7 p.m. March 20th, the power went out. The site was on fire. The pole was on fire. Firemen were here, everybody was here. The clown show was here. Well, they don't care, you know. It's the guy that's got the camper and all that. Oh, it was hit. Who cares? You know, I'm living in a hell place. You know, who cares? Really? If they cared, they'd show up. This is the truth. I'm here. This is how you live in the 17-foot camper that was a test. Really. The thing was a test. You know, the only test I have is a house I've had for like 30 years, and you know, it's been hit a few times. Really. Been broke into, been hit by a lightning storm or two. You know, I'm getting tired of this crap, really. Life in the end times. What if the darn power grid went out totally? I mean, like, total blackout of the whole country. What would happen? Yeah, I called the owner today, and he said there was around $12,000 for the pole and the wiring and the digging and all that to get to the box. But the box that's there is on the next site over, 26, not on my site, and they haven't wired to my trailer yet. There is still stuff that they have to do to get it inspected and get it done, and they haven't done it, really. I'm telling you, I'll have pictures of it after. This is what they did, really. That's mine, right there. This is where the box is right now. You can see the box, really. They dug all the way to that pole, really. You can see it all the way up there to here, really. In the off-grid, run by generators only, $12,000 worth of work, and we have a lot of wasted money. Actually, you're not going to believe how this is going to end, you know. I'm running off generators still, really. Off generators. Really, I am off generators still. Off generators. The truth. You know, cold and snow without power. $12,000 wasted. You're not going to believe this. You know, see, I'm still running generators, and I've got $12,000 the owner wasted. And you're never going to believe this, but there's a little bit more than $12,000 missing. A lot more. You know, I'm running on solar. You know, I've got my truck, my trailer, and you know, I'm really missing some money. A lot of it. Really. You know, it's running off generators. I'll show you. I'll show you the problem. I'll show you the problem, and you'll probably shit your pants, because the tree was not on my site. Really, it wasn't. And the inspector for the box says it's not on my site. Really. See that big tree behind you? You know, there's a big tree back there. You're never going to believe this when I show you. Really. You're never going to believe this. Okay? The tree fell on my house. Remember? I have all that, and you know, the short pay from before. What happened? Well, there's about $6 million worth of missing money. Really, I won it. It came up missing when I went to collect it. The credit cards were all froze. Everybody was all froze. They broke into my house and everything. There's $6 million missing. Really. It's snowing, it's everything. The power's not on. The box is not on my site. That tree was not on my site. And you're never going to believe this, but my house was broke into. It goes all the way back. I have won $6 million 2 times on an auto draw in like a week. And I went to collect it. They closed the credit cards, they closed everything because somebody broke in my house. I went to court. They didn't believe me. They said I lost everything. And now I have proof. The tree ain't on my lot. The box ain't on my lot. Everything there. There's $12,000 they paid to put the box and everything in. And I'm still without power. And I have proof now. I've been done over by all of this. And it all goes back to the original owner of this park after the bankruptcy. Really. The whole thing does. And including the missing money that I should have collected. Really. It does. By their crimes. Really. Now, I can't believe how this is going to end. The inspector just knocked on my door and he says, "Yeah, it don't have to be wired to your house. Just wired to this shut-off. There's a shut-off here. Don't need to be wired to your house. They can put the meter here." Really? Then the guys can come wire your house. It'll be up to you, to them to figure out what's burned out. Really? Let them figure it out. I'm just going to pass the meter box. Really? I'm happier than at work. At least I'll get power so I can do something, really. Great! Right? Tell them get the meter here as soon as possible. There's a shut-off in it. Emergency service disconnect. Really? I had a good Friday. They turned on the power. Really? It came on about 9:30 a.m. Really? It's on, man. I found out the grid is better than the generators. Really, it is. I run the camper. It runs. I have to charge the 3 batteries or whatever and one on it. It charges up a whole lot quicker. I use 2 smaller chargers and the smaller solar panels, and it'll charge up and run. I slept in it last night. I took a hot shower last night, really. I really took a hot shower. It was fine.